Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today for this special practice where we are going to practice breath to movement for just about the entire practice. I'm looking forward to doing this with you. It's a great energizing practice and I hope you like it. Thanks for joining me. Let's get started. Let's begin at standing at the top of the mat. I want to have just a movement-based practice today where we move and flow with our breath. So begin in standing. Of course, as always, if you want to take these first few moments seated in a chair or on a cushion or on the floor, you can do that. Just a few moments at the beginning of practice to breathe, to drop onto the mat. First with your body, then bring your mind along to join you. Check in with yourself, see how you feel. The body scan from the toes up through the crown of your head. Just checking in with you how you feel today. Is there any area of your body that needs a little extra attention? Maybe start by sending some breath there. As we breathe deep and easy, check in with your energy level. See how you're feeling. Begin to move that energy around your body by deepening and lengthening the breath. Squeeze all the air out of your lungs on the exhale. So when you take a big breath in, match the length of the exhale to that of the inhale, so you're getting all the air out. A couple more breaths just like this, long and slow and deep. We're going to return to a normal breath. We're going to move with our breath for this practice. So the longer and slower your breath, the more time we'll have between poses. So let's inhale the fingertips down, around, and up. As we exhale, soften the knees and forward fold. Inhale, fingertips to the shins, take a halfway lift. And as we exhale, forward fold. Inhale to soften your knees and slowly roll all the way up to stand. Hands up, you can look up if that feels good for you. And then as you exhale, join your hands to heart center and forward fold one more time. Inhale, soften the knees to round the spine, come up to stand. Hands come up to join over the top of your head. And then as we exhale, bring your right hand down to the outside of your right thigh. Left hand wraps around behind your back to take the right arm. Let your left ear drop towards your left shoulder. Breathing deep and easy here. You can move your chin around, stretch through the neck, this top of the shoulder. And then on your next inhale, let's release the left hand and drop it down, around, and up and over, arcing to the right. Again, staying here with your breath, just breathing deep and easy. You can let the left elbow bend and let your that elbow reach up towards the ceiling. Compressing through the right side of the body, stretching through the left side. And let's inhale up to center. And as we exhale, we'll take it on the other side. So your left hand's going to come down, right hand's going to wrap around behind your body to take that left elbow or arm. Let your left ear drop to your left shoulder. Stretch through the neck a little bit. Just move your chin around. Look for a place where maybe you have a lot of tension. Then you can just hang there. Or keep moving. It's up to you. And when you're ready, release that right hand. Draw it down, around, and up and over. Aiming for a big breath in as you move into this arc. And then we'll stay here, breathing deep and easy. Stretching into the right side body. I like to gaze down at the mat here, but you can look up under your right arm. It's up to you. Just inhale up to center, both hands up overhead, and exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, let's find a halfway lift. And exhale to soften the knees, plant the hands, and bring your feet back to a high plank pose. Be on your toes or on your knees here. Shoulders forward on the inhale and then exhale to lower. All the way to the mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog, cobra pose. Pull your elbows in. Press the chest forward. And then as you exhale, lower down to the mat. Try and lengthen out a little bit more so your nose comes down a little further than it was before. Curl into the toes, lift up to plank. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale up high on your toes. Work into the bottoms of the feet, and then as you exhale, drop your knees down onto the mat. Inhale to a cow belly breath, lifting the hips, dropping the belly, bringing the gaze, the heart forward. Exhale, turn it around, tailbone down, lift the navel, broaden the shoulders, drop the crown of the head. Couple more times, moving just like this. Opening up through the front of the body on the inhale and exhaling to round down. Taking this whatever way feels good for you. Take it to the depth and the speed that feels good for you is moving with your own breath at your own pace. And then the next inhale, come to neutral. And exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Move around here, whatever way feels good. Let's take 3 breaths. Pivoting on the toes. Maybe you're taking a little twist here, or you're walking your dog, or maybe you're still. It's up to you. Wherever you are, try and drop your head and lift your hips a little bit here. And at the end of your 3rd breath, let's inhale to lift the heels, bend the knees. And as we exhale, bring the feet forward to the front of the mat. Come right into a halfway lift. Trying to find your spine completely straight. No curve in the spine here. And then as we exhale, forward fold. Inhale to soften the knees and rise to stand. Hands up. You can look up if this feels good for you. As you exhale, bring your palms together. Drop the thumbs to the nape of the neck. Elbows are high. As we exhale, let's forward fold. Inhale, finding a halfway lift. As we exhale, soften the knees, bring your fingertips to the mat and step your right foot back to the back of the mat, dropping down into the right knee. Inhale, to come all the way up. Exhale to sink the hips, goddess the arms. Inhale, reach the fingertips up high. As we exhale, make a big circle with the arms, reaching back towards the back of the mat to eventually bring the hands down to meet the mat. Inhale to lift the right knee, and exhale to step the left foot back to meet the right. Inhale, shoulders forward, and exhale to lower halfway this time, or all the way down to the mat. It's up to you. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift that right heel. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Keep the shoulders squared to the front of the mat while you lift the knee, stack the right hip. We'll stay here and breathe, turning the right ankle, point and flex the toes. Inhale to extend. Exhale, right foot comes forward between the hands. Drop down into the left knee. And inhale, the fingertips high. As we exhale, sink into the hips, goddess the arms. Inhale, lift the fingertips. As we exhale, reach the fingertips back towards the back of the mat. Come forward to frame the front foot. And inhale to step the left foot forward to meet the right, right into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to soften the knees and rise all the way up to stand. Hands up, look up. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, soften the knees, fingertips to the mat. Step your left foot back to the back of the mat, dropping down into the left knee. Inhale, fingertips high. As we exhale, let's twist to the right this time. Left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, fingertips high. Exhale, full range of motion with the shoulders. Reach back with the hands down and around to frame the front foot. Inhale to lift the left knee. Exhale, right foot steps back to meet the left. Inhale, shoulder forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left heel. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here for a couple of breaths, working into that left heel and ankle. Point and flex the toes. Make some circles, whatever feels good. It's waking up your feet here. Next inhale, extend that left heel. And as we exhale, let's bring the left foot forward between the hands. Drop down into the right knee. Inhale, fingertips up. As we exhale, sink down into the hips, and we'll twist to the left this time. Right hand forward, left hand back. You reach and extend out through the fingertips. Inhale, fingertips up. As we exhale, sweep those fingertips back towards the back of the mat, down and around. Frame the front foot. And inhale to step forward into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, soften the knees and rise all the way up to stand. Hands up, look up. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, soften the knees, plant the hands, and the feet come back to the back of the mat. Inhale, shoulders forward. And exhale to lower all the way to the mat. Oh. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale to release. We're going to do that 2 more times. Hands can stay at the mat, or you can reach them back towards the back of the mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release. You can stay like that, or maybe interlace the fingers. Inhale to lift. You can lift your heels this time too if you like. Exhale to release. Hands at the mat. Inhale to table or plank. And exhale back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, the right heel floats. As we exhale, bring that right foot, right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, float the right heel. Exhale, knee to center. Inhale to extend. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, twisting under the body. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bring the right knee to the left elbow one more time. And this time, inhale to extend that right foot. Let the pinky toe come down onto the floor. As we exhale, let's make our way to falling triangle. Stacking the left shoulder over the right. Coming to the inside of the left foot, reaching up with the left hand. We can stay here for the inhale. And then as we exhale, left hand comes down, right knee comes in. Step back to your high plank pose. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale to lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Nice easy breath here before we do the other side. And then let's inhale to lift the left heel. As we exhale, the left knee comes to the left elbow. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to center. Inhale to extend. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale to extend. Now we're going to come to the right elbow again. Left knee to left, right elbow. Inhale, this time extend straight out to the side. Roll to the inner right foot. And as we exhale, we can find our side plank. Reaching up, stay here for a breath now. Gaze down at the mat for stability or up at the ceiling for a little more challenge. One more breath. And then as we exhale, bring the right hand down, the left knee in. Step the left knee back to the right, next to the right for your high plank pose. Next breath in brings the shoulders forward. And then exhale to lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Nice, let's bring the feet wide here to the width of the mat. Keep breathing nice and fluidly and evenly. And walk your hands halfway back towards the back of the mat. So you're sort of in a really short dog with wide legs. Nice big breath in here. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left leg. And then as you exhale, let's twist. Let the right shoulder drop. Look up underneath the left armpit. The right hand can start reaching down towards the outside of the right foot or ankle. Breathe deep and easy here. And then let's come to the other side. Bring your right hand down. Left hand reaches for the outer right leg. Nice big breath in here. And then as you exhale, twist. Drop the left shoulder, reach the left hand down towards the right ankle. Look up under the right armpit. When you're ready, you can bring the left hand back down to the mat. Soften into the knees. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Pivot on your heels so the toes are facing forward, heels are behind. Actually, keep your toes off the mat. Toes are out, heels are in. Let's sink down into the hips. Bring the crown of the head high. Coming to your Balasana squat, you can have your hands on the mat if you like here. You can sit on something if you like here. Lengthen up through the spine. Take a breath. And we're going to move into some balancing poses. So we want to bring our hands to our hips and find the hip creases there, elbows out to the sides. We're going to come up to stand, pushing into the right foot, left foot, and bring your right knee up with you. And then as you exhale, make your way back down to your squat. And then inhale, other side, left knee comes high as you step down to your right foot. Inhale to come up, exhale to sink. Inhale to come up, exhale to sink. Couple more times. on each side. Now I want you to visualize this before you do it. Next time you come up with your knee that's high, bring that leg into tree pose. So I'm going to come down. I'm going to come up to stand on my left leg. Right knee comes high, and then just bring that right foot into the inner left thigh. Stand tall. Looking a little bit off my mat here, or looking out in the direction my ankle's a little bit off the mat here. Right knee is pointing out to the side, toes are down to the ceiling. Could be inside the left thigh, calf, ankle. Hands can do what you like here. You can reach them up overhead, keep them on your hips, bring them to heart center. It's up to you. Or maybe you want to take some special movement with your hand here. Bring your fingertips of your right hand down between the shoulder blades and let the left hand drop down and around. So you got some cow-faced arms. A little stretch in the arms while you're holding your tree pose. Now from here, whatever you've chosen to do with your arms and your feet, I want to make our way back to that yogi squat. So hands to heart center or the hips. Come all the way back down. And this time we'll come up and do the other side. Bringing the other foot into the standing leg. Again, making a choice of what you'd like to do with your arms. You can have your hands at heart center or at the hips, or maybe you want to take a bind, bringing the left hand down between the shoulder blades, sweeping the right arm down and around and up. See if they meet, or maybe keeping the right hand on the left elbow. It's up to you. Just a little addition to this pose, a little arms, a little shoulders. If you aren't happy with just tree. I say just tree, it's challenging enough on its own. Bring your hands back to heart center or to the hips. Let's scooch down into that low yogi squat. Taking our hands down to the mat now. Let's bring the knees down. Come back to our tabletop pose. And then roll over the feet. Come to the center of your mat. We can start to breathe deep and easy between the poses now. Won't be moving quite so much. Let's come to an easy seat. I'll come to face you. Come to an easy seat. Lengthen up through the spine. And let's inhale the fingertips up overhead. As we exhale, twist to the right, left hand to the right knee, right hand's behind. Roll the right shoulder back. Lengthen up through the spine. And then let's inhale, fingertips up, overhead. Let's twist the other direction. Inhale up to center. Then as we exhale, arm to the right. Left hand comes up and over, right hand lands. Keep your left hip pressed down into the mat. Inhale up. And exhale over. Still got a little bit of that breath to movement going on. Inhale to come up. As we exhale, let's bring the knees in. Bring your toes to the mat. Forgive them, giving you the side view. Toes to the mat. You can hug your knees in, and then keep your hands at your knees or behind the knees. And reach the hands forward. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And from here, you can stay just like this, or you can lift your shins. Nice easy breath. And lift your toes if you like. You can bring the knees into the chest, squeeze them in, and then extend the heels out long along the mat. Bring the knees back into the chest and point the toes up towards the ceiling. Knees into chest. Extend heels into chest. Toes high into chest. Heels. Just a couple more times. Toes up, knees in, heels out, knees in, toes up. Keep that back nice and flat, knees in, heels out, knees in. Give yourself a hug. We kind of deserve a little hug there. Let's come down onto our backs for our final poses for this morning. You can use your hands to support yourself, or take both again and give your core one last little workout there. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug and maybe sway, roll around from side to side. Just moving your body to give your back a little massage. Finish the practice with a happy baby and a recline twist. So bring the knees out wide, soles of the feet towards the ceiling. You can hold onto your big toes, your pinky toes, your ankle, your calf. Whatever feels good, just keep the whole length of your spine down on the mat, including your shoulder blades. The neck is long, so there's no compression anywhere in the spine. And then feel free to rock from side to side here, or maybe even rock and stretch. Like that. And then let's bring the knees back into chest. And actually, let's take a variation on the recline twist today. Bring the sole of your left foot down to the mat, put your right ankle over the left knee, and we'll take a little figure four and let your right knee drop away from your body. If you like, lift your left knee into your chest. You can take whatever variation you usually like for this pose. Just a breath or two here. Let the left foot drop down to the mat and roll onto your left and your hip, plant the right foot. Left hand can take that right foot if, just to bind it and hold it in. And try and point your knee up at the ceiling. I know it wants to flop down towards the floor, but try and point it up at the ceiling to get that nice twist in your outer right hip. Right shoulders on the mat so that we're still getting a slight spinal twist. And you can breathe into that. Like really breathe into that right rib cage and feel some nice stretch through the side body as well. It's a good chance too, if you're binding the right ankle, you can give yourself a little massage on the toes of your right foot. Just give them a little twist and stretch. You know that I like to give my feet some special attention in the morning. And you can unwind from this. Bring your right leg over the left, stacking the hip, knee, ankle. Give one more big breath into the spinal twist now. And then as you exhale, bring the knees up to center. Right foot stays planted now, left ankle comes up over the right knee. Stay just like this, or bring the right knee into the chest. You can hold on wherever it feels comfortable, if you like. Just a breath or two here. Always making sure that your knees feel safe and comfortable in these poses. And let's take the twist now, rolling onto the outer right hip, planting that left foot. Left knees pointing up at the ceiling and the left shoulders down on the mat. You can even bring your gaze over to the left. Take this opportunity, if you like, to give your left toes a little massage with your right hand. Back up to unwinding from this twist. You can bring the left leg over the right. Stack the left shoulder, the left hip over the right. One more big breath into the left rib cage here. And bring the knees up to center. And from here, let's open out to Savasana. Heels to the far corners of the mat. Rest next to you. Take a few breaths here. Just noticing how you feel now. Comparison to the beginning of practice. Can you feel the energy moving out of your body? Can you feel strength? Can you feel new spaces, vibrations? Breath to movement is a great way to get the energy flowing, the energy and the circulation flowing in our body at the beginning of the day. Shoulder blades and releasing. Take a couple of deep breaths, waking up the body, and start to move. Begin to move again, nice and gently. Start with your extremities, your fingers and your toes, and begin to work movement up through your arms towards your body, finding a full body stretch. Nice big breath in, really fill up. And then as you exhale, you can bring your knees into your chest, squeeze that out. From here, you can make your way up to sit in any way that works for you. So you can roll to the side, take fetal position, and then let yourself come up. Just keep your eyes shut, keep your head and shoulders heavy. If you want more, you can roll the length of your spine, tuck your chin, come up to sit. Either way, find yourself in a seated pose that is comfortable for you. And let's inhale the fingertips up overhead. As we exhale, thumbs to the third eye and hinge forward. That's our final pose for today. Namaste. I thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you again soon on the mat.